It's Erica again, and today is Friday, which means pizza night. We have our dough from yesterday. It filled up the pan, and we have our 3 pizza pans. You need to use cast iron because of the way it cooks. We have 2 big pizzas, and then we have this one that we're going to use as breadsticks. First thing I like to do is put olive oil in them. We use a pretty generous amount of olive oil. Take my coffee filters because the kids destroy all the napkins. We rub all over the bottom, plus we rub all the sides too because the pizza will rise up some. Oh, thank you. You can do the next one.
I do the next one?
Yeah. Okay. Kids always like to do that. I use my dough scraper. So remember, we 3 times the dough. There's 2 bigger ones and a smaller one. So I like to do bigger dough sizes for the bigger ones and then a smaller one for the smaller one.
And Mom want to have a movie night.
Yes.
Hall.
Friday night always is movie night.
That hole. And wow hole. Wow hole. Mama likes wow hole.
You just kind of spread it around the best you can. If you can't quite get it all the way to the edges, if you let it sit for like 15 minutes, then it'll relax a little bit and you can press it again.
Oh, done.
The kids always like to help when we're making the pizza dough. And it's kind of their night. They get to pick the toppings and add some toppings with us. Yeah, it's pretty good family time.
The hand breadsticks.
Yeah, Luke's doing the breadsticks. Those are his favorite.
Yeah. And not Daddy's favorite.
They're not Daddy's favorite.
Make tiny holes.
Yep.
Like this.
Yep. All right, do you need help?
I put a tiny hole in it.
So dough's a little sticky. If it's too sticky, then I'll just kind of rub my hands on the oil, and that keeps it from sticking to my fingers, and I'm able to press it around a little bit better. So next, I'm gonna keep a handkerchief or just anything, a towel over top of them until you're ready to cook them.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, I like to get it started about 3 o'clock, and then I put them in the oven just a little bit before 6. And they're ready around 6:30 by the time I get all the toppings on and everything. The dough is ready to be prepped with the toppings. We're gonna spread it out just a little bit more around the edges to touch the edges. I'm gonna show you the pizza, or the large pizza we make, and the breadsticks, and then I'll make the other one later. I like to start with cheese. This is the most important part of the pizza, and this keeps the sauce from soaking into the dough. This is mozzarella cheese. So you cover the dough pretty good. Kind of get around the edges. When you get around the edges, it makes it real crispy, and everybody likes that crispy cheese. And here's the breadsticks. Breadsticks, I try to do a little bit more cheese since we like cheesy breadsticks. All right, there's the cheese. Next, we're gonna put on the pizza sauce. So you do way less than you think that you're gonna need pizza sauce. Just a little bit, little drops here and there. All right, that'll probably be good. So when I can pizza sauce, I use a pint jar. We don't use much for the pizza, but then we use it as dipping sauce for the breadsticks, so then it all gets used up. Next, we're gonna do some Italian sausage. So this is actually started out as breakfast sausage, and then I added about probably a teaspoon and a half of ground fennel, and just like a generous sprinkle of this Italian seasoning. And that pretty much just turns it into Italian sausage. All right, we'll save the rest for the next pizza. Next, we'll do some pepperonis. All right, pepperonis are done. Got some olives. So Aldi only sells whole olives, and we just cut them up ourselves. Okay, now we have some banana peppers that we canned up this summer. And jalapenos. So Jared's pretty much the only one that likes jalapenos on it, so we just put that on half of one of them. Alright, that's good for that. Now we'll do a little bit more cheese on top of here, but not too much. Just a good sprinkle. Alright, that's good. Next, I like to use the Italian seasoning. Sprinkle that over top a little bit. And then we're going to go back to the breadsticks. Do just a little bit more on the breadsticks here. We got salt. And then we're going to put that in the oven that's been preheated to 450. I like to do about 12 minutes on top. We have 2 layers, so we'll do 12 minutes on top, and then after 12 minutes, we'll flip-flop them so they each get cooked evenly. Pizzas are done. I use my spatula and just scrape around the edges all the way around. That cheese will crisp up and kind of stick to the edges, which is why you gotta put the olive oil really good around it. This is our Blackstone flipper. I just like to use this because it covers more surface of the pizza underneath it. I'm gonna use both of these and just stick it on like a cooling rack. So you do this with both of them, and that keeps the dough on the bottom, the crust, from getting too soggy. I'm gonna stick them in there. We'll get them cut up and feed the kids. Watch Halloween Town.